You're listening to the best of Flight 1080 on AM 1080, 104.1 FM, KSCO.
So joining us today, Jim, we have...
Well, it's April Dawn.
April Dawn. Is this the month of April? It is, huh?
It is. It's her month.
Yes, it's your month. So April Dawn is joining us today, Jim, and she is going on tour, she says, right. Playing music up and down the coast. Yes? Kenny Thomas gave me a guitar because I don't know if you've heard the lyrics to the song that I wrote. Well, don't laugh, Jim. I think it's going to be a big hit for Kenny, and so I wanted to learn how to play the guitar so I could play the song myself, and I just cannot do it. I can't believe I'm watching YouTube videos, because how else do I learn? I don't know. And they say, well, this is one of the first chords you need to learn, and it's a E something. You have to push your two fingers here on the second fret, one here on this string, and the other there on that string, and oh, man, I don't have time for that. My fingertips are too fat. And then the guy says, you'll build up calluses, as you play. I don't have time for that. I'm too old. I can't learn to play the guitar. It's just not happening for me.
You're giving up before you even began.
Well, yeah. I mean, I thought you just pluck the string and it would play some music, but I didn't know you had to position your fingers. You have to hold two different strings to play one note. That doesn't make sense to me.
Sometimes more than two. It's painful. You do have to go through the process. You have to suffer.
What's the most painful part of that learning process?
It's your fingers. You just...
physically painful.
Yeah, the strings are digging in and they start to bleed and it's terrible.
Oh, man. I didn't know it was going to be that. Oh, just forget that,
Don't they have those little things you can put on your finger that make it hurt less, like allows you to pick on this? I thought they did.
Technology.
And then like little things you put on your fingertips that are like little like plastic extensions or whatever. Or
I'll have to try that if I go on vacation sometimes.
And don't people have picks too?
That's in the other hand. You have a pick.
Okay, but I so
yeah, you don't use that to put on the frets. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I know you don't use a pick for that part. It's on the other end.
Please don't give up. Just try again.
I don't think there's any hope for me. I really, really don't. I guess I can try it again, but I'm not holding hope, not even for myself. And with an attitude like that, I'm destined to just go and just fail. That's Well,
Dave, you might be lucky. Technology might end up being your friend. I bet you there's probably an app on your iPad that will allow you to play guitar chords by just pressing buttons on a piano keyboard.
There is. You can do anything. I don't know all of what's available, but I heard that you don't even have to be a musician anymore. You just tell the computer to do it. It'll play the instruments. It'll write the songs. I don't know why we even have humans anymore, really.
This is a really cool time that we're living in when it comes to artificial intelligence and all. I'm excited by that stuff.
Dave, remember like 5 or 6 years ago, I was interviewing these people that were doing this startup where they had this artificial intelligence that would write songs for you, and we tried it, and it ended up just being a complete mess. Remember, you don't remember that?
Well, now, Jim, if you try it nowadays, they can actually write a pretty good song.
It's probably better than it was five
absolutely.
or 6 years
It's growing
ago.
by leaps and bounds. I mean, every month, every week, it's growing.
But I still think there's a human element that's involved. I think there's artificial intelligence can only operate within the parameters of whatever program that you give it. Human ingenuity is part of breaking beyond the parameters. It's outside the box, right? It's based on your own AI can't have the personal experience that motivates a song, right?
AI cannot suffer the way humans suffer, so...
that's a very interesting comment because music, I guess... what goes into a song? Is it pain? Is it love? Is it happiness? Is it what is most inspiring out of all the emotions? Yeah, out of all the emotions that we run through, what do you find to be the most inspirational of those emotions?
It's basically emotion itself. Any emotion that's larger than I can handle goes into a song.
The stronger the emotion, the more
more prolific
the song.
Yeah, or I am with writing songs.
Okay.
Right. So what emotion inspires you to write more songs, whether they're good or bad, but just the act of writing out songs, which to me is really tough.
It evolves. It definitely evolves. In the past, it's pain and suffering, and then it evolved into I decided just sick and tired of being, in pain. So I started writing more positive, uplifting songs, and then I realized, I can't just write positive, uplifting songs all the time because it's just not honest. So I've gone back to being more,
Just raw life.
raw.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I would think that I would have to write happy songs, April, because if I wrote sad songs, I think I would cry up there on stage, and I don't think that would be very cool.
I highly recommend for you the ukulele.
Oh yeah? Is that a happier song, the happier notes?
Well, I heard that you can't be unhappy on a ukulele, but I somehow managed. And also it's not as painful.
Ah. I was wondering if maybe a bass guitar, because they only have 5 strings, would allow me to have more room for my big fat fingertips.
That's an excellent idea.
Ah, see?
I don't know. Timothy, our your Wednesday co-host, is a bass player, and I've heard it from his bandmates. Yeah, because he's been in and out of bands. He forms bands like Hollywood celebrities get married or whatever, right? And his bandmates always tease him about bass players not really being musicians.
That's just mean.
Yeah, what are they talking about? I love the sound of a good bass. Dude.
No, but I
mean, love it.
I think it's a gentle teasing. It's like
Maybe they're just jealous.
kind of like there's a joke. What do you call a male musician without a girlfriend? Do you know the answer? Do you know the answer, April?
The bass player?
No. In general, what do you call a male musician without a girlfriend?
I don't know.
And the punchline is homeless. see, April gets it.
The thing I resent about male musicians is they don't have to work out or they don't have to get fit. They just whatever. They play music and they get the chicks. It doesn't matter.
Just let your gut hang out and just show off the bald spot in your head, and it doesn't matter, dude. The chicks just come running up.
The chicks just dig them.
I'm going to play the harp and just...
Are you upset that you have to work out to get the chicks to come out for you there, April? Sorry, I'm not...